My area of expertise is Texas transportation law and legal due process under the Code of Criminal Procedure, which is where they designate transportation offenses to be, is actually criminal offenses. Now, when you study the Texas law on this subject, you come to the conclusion that they're sending mixed messages in the statutes. According to who is in charge of enforcing these, traffic citations are administrative because they are enforced first and foremost by the Texas Department of Public Safety, which is defined in the Texas Transportation Code as the department that's in charge of any chapter in the Transportation Code relevant to enforcement. The DPS, as they're known for short, is also a state administrative agency under Title 37 of the Texas Administrative Code. And when you go through Title 37 and break it down, it says very clearly that only certain offenses that occur within the Transportation Code are relevant to judicial courts. All others are administrative and should be going through the State Office of Administrative Hearings, but they're not. Now, under the State Administrative Procedures Act, which is Chapter 2001 of the Government Code, it very clearly states that the courts are not state administrative agencies. Therefore, they lack any authority whatsoever regarding those particular cases that are subject to the Texas Administrative Code under the authority of the Department of Public Safety when they're not one of the exceptions to the rule that's designated there. While those exceptions can be charged and prosecuted in a criminal fashion, the remainder of them are administrative in nature, and that is the majority of the alleged offenses that most people in Texas run afoul of if they're capable of running afoul of it. Now, part of what we're going to learn here is what transportation is and what transportation isn't. Right now, we're led to believe that transportation is anyone in a car on the road, and that's simply not true. In the case of transportation, when they try to charge you with a crime as violations of those offenses, what we run into is what is a crime and what isn't a crime.